Hey there, welcome to Pepper Geek. In this video, we're taste testing 10 different types of bell peppers.
We're really excited to do this video. It's been a long time in the making. We grew 9 out of 10 of these peppers. We do have one store-bought pepper that we're using as a control pepper, so it'll be interesting to see how that stacks up next to the homegrown varieties.
So we did this in the past with jalapenos and cayennes. Now we get to take a little bit of a breather and do it with bell peppers. It's really cool seeing all of these next to each other on a table. I'm really impressed by the color. Are there any in particular that you're most excited to try for the first time?
So I'm definitely really excited to try the Chocolate Beauty and the Snowball and the Islander, even though the Islander, well, we'll get into it, but yeah.
I feel the exact same way. Other than the Blot, which I'm partial to, those three are on my list as well.
And during our tastings, we're gonna be ranking these peppers individually, so we'll have our favorite peppers.
All right, we'll start with the store-bought, just to kind of refresh our palate. And I should say we are doing ripe peppers here, so we have a red bell pepper, that's for you. And we all know what this tastes like.
It's a good bell, good to have a baseline, but definitely standard.
Sweet. There's something a little off about it, and this happens sometimes with bell peppers.
I'm gonna put that as my number one.
Number one. Easily. Moving on to the first homegrown. This is Green Machine. This one had really high yields. There were a ton of peppers on this plant, and they look very similar to what you might expect from the store, big and blocky peppers.
So other than the Blot bell pepper, this bell pepper was the most productive for us, and it has a really great shape, perfect for stuffing or, making stuffed peppers, so.
It's also super firm, like feel that, it's crisp. Definitely gonna be a crunchy pepper. Slice her open. A slice for you.
It's already so much better than the store-bought.
It's definitely better, so much better. There's more like juiciness to it. There's just more water content. It's got a great touch of sweetness. It's not almost, maybe not even as sweet as that, but it's just a more balanced flavor in my opinion. Green Machine moving into the lead.
Juicy, crunchy, perfect for cooking.
All right, quick break from the tasting. We finally did it. We made our very first hot sauce. It's a Belizean-inspired recipe made in small batches with habaneros, carrot, ginger, and fresh lime juice.
We worked with Karma sauce for over 2 years on this hot sauce, and we could not be happier with how it turned out.
This is our first ever run of hot sauce, and once it's gone, that's it until we can get another batch started. We hope you'll try it, and if you'd like to, click the first link in the description below or scan this code to try it before they're gone.
Next up is the Snowball pepper, and in my personal opinion, this is the most beautiful bell pepper that we have grown. I just love the color. It starts off with that ivory white and it ripens to the golden yellow color. And the flavor is more mild when it's that ivory color and then sweeter when it's the color that it is now. So
yeah. It is also the smallest of the bunch, so the plant was really small, but it still produced maybe 5 or 6 of these.
Yeah, so a good yield, a good size, and hopefully a good flavor too.
Let's try it. This is the first one we're both very excited about. For you, it does have a beautiful color.
Oh.
No, not as good. Not as good as the Green Machine in my opinion. And I'll tell you why. I think it's bitter. It's got more bitterness, especially for a ripe pepper, than I would expect.
So I'm not getting bitterness, but it's more mild. The flavor's more mild. It's just, it's okay. It's okay.
It's a little earthy to me, more so than just sort of sweet and fruity.
So maybe more ornamental in the garden than anything, but
Yeah.
I don't know that I would grow these again for the flavor alone.
I think I'll put it slightly above store-bought, but not much better on flavor, unfortunately.
I'm gonna put it right in the line with the store-bought.
Next up is Chocolate Beauty. This is the only pepper that actually ripens to this rich brown color. And the plants weren't super productive in our experience, at least. And in the reviews for this pepper, some people reported the same results.
These did get a little bit sun scalded because they were directly in the sun and the plants had kind of a small canopy, so they didn't get much protection from the sun.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate. All of the plants that were on the south side of the garden had that problem, so I don't think it's necessarily unique to this variety, but we did have that issue.
So apparently this pepper has an extra burst of sweetness, so I'm really excited to try this one. You said you were really excited about this one too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Really unique color. People would be asking questions if you threw this into a salad. You don't see that too often.
All right, I really like this.
I like it better than the Snowball, for sure.
Yep.
It has more sweetness. The flesh is very meaty and thick. There's a lot to it, which I like.
I think it's great. I think
You
it
like the
has,
flavor?
I definitely notice that extra burst of sweetness, but it's not overwhelming. It doesn't taste like fruit or anything,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna put it top.
You're putting it at the top?
Yep.
I still think Green Machine has me. I don't know. It just has the freshest
We'll have to
bite to it. Just
retry them.
full of moisture. And this one's kind of lacking that, but very good flavor. Very good flavor.
And really, really pretty peppers.
Yeah, beautiful.
Next up, we have the Ace bell pepper, and this is one that you guys actually recommended to us to grow for several years now, and it has more of an elongated shape, so not ideal for stuffed peppers, but excited to try it because a lot of people did recommend it that we grow it.
And you could still stuff these, you know, you just cut them lengthwise. That's what I'm doing here. You can just lay them flat if they don't have that nice blocky shape to them. You can definitely still stuff these types of peppers. So one other thing worth noting on growing these plants, Johnny Seeds, which is where we got these, mentions that they have low flower drops, so all of the flowers will produce a pepper. I didn't really notice much of a difference. They were more productive than some of the other varieties, but that's definitely something to keep in mind if you have that problem.
Yeah.
A little bit thinner walls. Give a slice each.
Oh. It's got a different scent.
Almost smells like a hot pepper.
I know, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too. That's really good.
Strong flavor. It's got a little bit of bitterness to it still, but sweet.
It's really good. I like it a lot. I feel like it's tied with the chocolate. I'm not getting too much bitterness, but really good flavor. Fresh, it just tastes, I mean,
Yeah,
that's really good.
a nice pop. I would say that's a pretty standard red bell flavor. You know, nothing that's totally blowing my mind, but
I think it's much better than the
very good flavor.
store-bought.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Store-bought's at the bottom for me right now. I don't really think it goes there, but
I'm putting it way up. I like
I think
it a lot.
it's better than the Snowball. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put it above Snowball.
I'm gonna need a tiebreaker.
Yeah. Next up is the Islander bell pepper, and in my opinion, this was the most beautiful pepper of the bunch. It's gorgeous when it's ripe, but in its unripe form, it's light purple, almost a lilac color, just beautiful. And when they ripen up, they turn this beautiful shade of almost dark orange, burnt orange, with a little bit of remaining purple on the skin.
And every season, Calvin and I make different lists for the peppers we want to grow. And this pepper made its way on both of our lists. So we're both really excited about it and curious to try it.
And it definitely didn't disappoint in terms of growth either. There are a bunch of other peppers on the plant and it's only August, so plenty of time to get a good yield off of these. Very excited. Beautiful. Just
It's a good salad pepper.
Yup, very good. It's just slightly milder, but I like it.
Are you getting it like it's almost a little salty, but in a
I
good
need
way?
to try some more of this one. Yeah, at least
Yep.
on initial taste, there is a sensation of saltiness.
Yeah. I like this, but I'm almost need to make a salad list and a stuffed bell pepper list. The Islander, yeah. So I'm gonna put this above Ace.
All right. Oh yeah. I think I'm going above chocolate.
This is
I think
hard.
this is neck and neck it for first for me right now.
Yeah,
this and
it's-
Green Machine that's tied for first. I'm gonna have to retaste.
I think I need to do a retasting at the end.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right, here we go. This is the Blot pepper in its ripe form. This is another beautiful pepper, super productive. Starts off with shades of purple and pink, eventually ripening to this beautiful dark orangey yellow color. And in my recollection, delicious flavor.
This has historically been one of Calvin's favorite peppers from year to year, and really impressive yields for such a small plant. It is a really reliable pepper to grow, and I don't remember what it tastes like, so this is good, and it's great to compare it to the rest of the bells.
Yeah, it's a little bit odd. It sort of comes to a point at the end. They're all like this. So again, you can't stand it on its head to stuff them, but still a very versatile sweet pepper.
Cheers.
Okay, here's the Blot. I could eat the whole pepper. It's easily moving into first for me. I could just bite into the whole thing.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I don't know. It's an okay pepper. It's a bell pepper. It's good. It's definitely not.
Eat some more.
It's definitely not the top pepper though. It's not as good as the Islander.
There's not as much flavor, I guess. It's not as sort of pungent as I think the Ace was more pungent. And like even the Snowball had more flavor, but the flavor that's there is like just the right amount of sweetness. It's subtle and I wouldn't get tired of eating it. So I know I may seem biased because I've talked about this pepper for a long time, but it is not only beautiful, but delicious in my opinion.
Next up is the Sailfish bell pepper, and this variety is adapted to the Northeast, which is our region. So we don't really know anything about what the flavor is going to be like, but it's a good blocky shape and really, really nice color too.
Sort of darker red than any of the others, just comparing side by side. Store-bought here, much darker. So who knows, maybe that'll translate to more sweetness. This was also one of the first to ripen up a pepper for us, and it says the same thing on the seed website where we got these, so pretty early ripening. Maybe that's how it's adapted to the Northeast because in colder climates, you want faster ripening peppers. This might be a good option.
I do wonder where the name Sailfish came from. That would be interesting to learn.
Well, I think that's a type of fish.
Why is it named Sailfish?
I don't know. Really rich red
red.
color.
That's good.
Pleasant.
That is really good. Oh man, definitely above the Blot.
What? No. This is tough.
It is. I'm almost getting that kind of like salty, but in a good way that I got.
Thick walls too, nice and
Yeah.
meaty, crunchy. I don't know. I'm gonna put it right under the chocolate beauty.
We're gonna need some tiebreakers.
Yeah, it's just tough because obviously a lot of them taste similar, but not super easy to distinguish one another.
Yeah.
Next up is Sweet Sunrise, another yellow pepper. It's almost orangey as it ripens up. Pretty big peppers, decent yields as well, and as you can see, they come down in sort of that pointed shape rather than a blocky type.
Apparently this bell pepper is very fruity and sweet, so another one to be excited about. I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Wow. That is the sweetest one out of all. Absolutely.
Wow.
That is a sweet bell pepper. It tastes like fruit. It tastes like fruit. Sweet and fruity is accurate.
It's not as good as the Blot. It's not, but it is right under it.
This is going way up.
That just took the number 2 spot for me. Very good. There's something about it still. There's like, I keep coming back to bitter. I think it's slightly bitter. And maybe I'm just getting a little bit of the placenta in there. I didn't think I did, but that's a great flavor.
It's really good. And next up is a bit of a mystery bell pepper.
Yeah, so I got these seeds thinking we might do a video comparing like really cheap seeds that you can get for $1. I think we paid $1.25 for the seed packet versus some of these, which can be very expensive, $8, $9 for a single packet. So this one definitely surprised us though. As you can see, the flesh is sort of dark purple and it looks like it's starting to turn reddish there. Totally stands out among this group. So we'll see what it tastes like.
Yeah, let's see how the flavor is.
All right, definitely firm and
Yeah.
crunchy, but mystery.
It smells good. It's funny because I think it tastes the closest to the store-bought.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very crunchy. I do unfortunately think this isn't quite ripe. It's just starting to change color. So it has a little more of that grassy taste you get from green peppers. So not sure this fits in perfectly with all these other ripe peppers, but it's not bad. I'm gonna put it, I
You
don't know.
really didn't like the Snowball that much, huh?
I think it's better than the Snowball. I really do.
So now we need some tiebreakers. What are your top 4 peppers?
My top 4, I have Blot at the top, Sweet Sunrise, Green Machine, and Islander tied.
My top 4 are the Sweet Sunrise, the Islander, the Chocolate Beauty, and the Ace. So because we both chose the Sweet Sunrise and the Islander as one of our top 4, I think those should be the tiebreaker. So it comes down to which one of those is better.
So Sweet Sunrise.
We took the label.
So Sweet Sunrise is this one here.
And the Islander.
All right, Sweet Sunrise.
Sweet Sunrise first.
Got a good mouth feel too.
It's just really good.
The crunch of it is kind of, it's not super firm, but it's like satisfying to chew on that.
Yeah, it's really good. That's a good salad pepper, yeah.
And now Islander again.
Definitely not as sweet, but...
I think if you factor in the attractiveness and like the show it puts on in the garden, I would rather grow that again. Very, very tasty still.
And just because it was the one we were most excited about, I do want to try the Chocolate Beauty and the Ace again. Chocolate Beauty. It's really good. All right.
It is good. I just, up here, some of these blew me away. Definitely better, but it isn't bad.
My top 2, Sweet Sunrise and Chocolate Beauty, definitely.
All right, my top 2 ended up being Blot and Islander.
Big surprise with the Blot.
I don't know, there's something about those peppers that start off pink and purple that just result in delicious flavor. I don't know. Don't forget to try our new hot sauce Belizean Bite. It will be the first link in the description of this video. We can't wait to hear your thoughts on it.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
What do you think of the Blot? Looks like a favorite.